In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up the purple 30, 60, 90 triangle in the unit circle. So the purple one is this one over here. We're going to use this toolbox, which has our special triangles, and today we're going to specifically use these purple ones. These are the 30, 60, 90 triangles. It's the same one, it's just flipped, but it's the same thing. So in the last video you saw I put the 45, 45 triangles all over the circle, and that's what these green marks are. I'm going to leave those there just so you can see where the purple or the 30, 60, 90 triangle fits in. And again, we're basically drawing a map. That's what we're doing here, is we're understanding how to set up and draw this map that is the unit circle. And in the next video you'll see me use this map to do some examples. So let's jump right in. First, we want to draw our initial, 30, 60, 90 triangle. And I'm thinking of specifically the 30 degrees. So I'm going to grab the color purple here to use today. Okay, so I'm ready, and I'm going to go in and start labeling 30 degrees. And as you could probably tell, if this is 45, this is 0, 30 is going to be somewhere between this. So I'm just going to draw and kind of guess where this is going to go. And I'm going to call this right here, this is my 30 degrees. Okay. So I've got 30 degrees here. And if I were to drop a leg right here, that's going to show me, help me understand that this is in fact a triangle. It's a triangle with a radius of 1, and it is my, just jumping over here and looking, this is the special triangle right here. We got the 30 degrees, we got the radius of 1, we got that 90-degree angle over here on our circle. So this is the 30, 60, 90. And I want to know what is the height of this, or what's going to be the y coordinate. It's going to be that y coordinate there. So the y coordinate is going to be just like the height of our special triangle over here on the right. And it's going to be 1/2 here. So this is also going to be 1/2. Now let's think about the 30, 60, 90 triangle in the next quadrant. We've got, it's probably going to be somewhere right here as well. We need to figure out this exact angle measure though. So that's going to be 180. This is 180, and this is going to be 30 or 30. So 180 minus 30, it's going to bring us to 150. And that also has the height of 1/2. You could see that here. That would be the height of 1/2. Now if we move down to the next quadrant, our 30 degrees is going to be right about here. You can also visualize this triangle as well. And instead of going up by 1/2, this time we're going down by 1/2. So it's going to be negative. We're going to go down by 1/2 because it's negative. And I also want to figure out my degrees here. So I'm thinking it's going to be 180. That's what, all the way to here is 180. Plus 30 more is going to be 210. 180 plus 30 is 210. Last but not least, I've got this triangle to think about. And that's going to be, you can keep adding 30, or you can kind of go backwards, start at 360. Take 30 away, so start at 360 and take 30 away. It's going to bring us to 330 degrees. And you probably already know the height of this triangle. We're going to go down by 1/2. All right, so we have got our pieces of our 30, 60, 90 triangle on here. We just used this thinking of the 30 degrees. But I'm curious now, what about 60 degrees? Where is that going to land on my unit circle? So scoot back over here. I want to see where does the 60 land? So 60 is going to be somewhere here between 45 and 90. I've got 45 and 90. It's going to be somewhere around here. So this is my 60 degrees. Okay, now we got to figure out what's the height of this. So to really think about it, I'm going to grab a highlighter tool to really show us here. But we've got, this is our 60 triangle. And then we got, the 90 degrees down here. We got the radius of 1. And I really want to compare this to my triangles that I drew over here on the side. So across from 60 degrees, what is the length? So you can either look at this triangle up here or this one, but I want to know what is that length that's across from 60 degrees. You can see it in both of them. It's going to be root 3 over 2. Root 3 over 2. So I'm coming back over here, and I've got root 3 over 2 is the height. It's the height of this thing. This thing's height's going to be root 3 over 2. Just going to get rid of that. So it's going to be root 3 over 2 is the height, therefore it is the y coordinate. Root 3 over 2. I know that one's a little harder to kind of picture there, but it is root 3 over 2. That's how tall this thing is. You could even turn your head to the side a little bit and see that triangle a little better. It's root 3 over 2. And we can come over here and use the same idea. The height is also going to be root 3 over 2, but this time we've got the angle of 110. No, 120. We've also got it down here. We've got 240. But this time, since it went down, it's going to be negative root 3 over 2 as the y coordinate. And last but not least, we've got 300 degrees. And also negative root 3 over 2. So now we've got everybody on our unit circle. You're ready to do some examples.